Hey friends, this past Saturday was Free Comic Book Day, so took the family and our nephew Curtis to Kelly's Comics in Great Falls, a great comic book store, the closest one to us as well, since Hastings closed many years ago. And we got quite the haul, so let's see what we got. So my plan was to cherry pick the titles I really wanted to get, and then I was going to then go. And right when I was having the thought of, I should just grab everything. Like, they're all free. And we got there, like, around 10, so, like, everything was still in stock. And then Kelly told us that he had purposely made bags for him and his staff. And so we grabbed a whole other... So, and instead of putting back the ones I had, I was like, well, any duplicates I'll just give to, like, my son's class or something, and then maybe make some new fans. So here are the ones I picked. So there was a couple mature titles, like Umbrella Academy. Trying not to get the glare. I don't know, what is that? Rayetaverse was another title. West of Sundown. And then I grabbed this for my wife because she's a big Babysitters Club fan, and it says babysitter. And my favorite Free Comic Book Day comic of all time has probably been Amelia Rules, which I read that free comic and then immediately bought the 3 graphic novel collections that were out there. And so, every so often one of these works, and it just captures your imagination. Then Overstreet's always a great one to pick up because it's full of, like, articles. And sometimes, maybe they just found a clever way to do the articles. I like that. So I'm excited to read that. And then Marvel Voices, which I pretty much went in there immediately, like, I want the Marvel books, please. Then there was a Spider-Man Venom, and then, and then there was a Stan Lee comic, which immediately I was like, man, I wish there was a Jack Kirby comic or Steve Ditko, but nice that Stan Lee's being remembered. 2 of these somehow. And then the Marvel had the Marvel's Amazing Friends. Ninja Turtles represent. Punch Up. Animal Crossing, which also has a Platoon story, I guess. Maybe they're going after the manga. Must be. And then the one comic that I was like, we immediately have to go because something happens to Cyclops in this comic by Jerry Duggan. Joshua, I was trying to read it through the phone, but it's like Joshua Cassera, Marte Garcia, VC's Clayton Cowles, and Tom Ewan with Jay Bowen on design. Mystique and Destiny. Captain Krakoa, 90s Cyclops, pretty awesome. Optic Blast. So whoever this mystery is, and of course Cyclops was Captain Krakoa, so it's like, who's this new person? I guess there's a Captain Marvel story. Oh, no, it continues, huh? I haven't read it yet. Oh, yeah, but it sets up the Uncanny Avengers, so it should be all right. Fall of X. Oh, yeah, Jonathan Hickman left X-Men, and now he's going to be doing Gods. So, Zero War, Fortnite, pretty good comic. So, I want to read that one eventually, but those are the X-Men, or the Marvel titles. So of the batch I picked, those are the 4, and then got some Ninja Turtle love. So those would be the highlights of what I enjoyed. But let's see what else we got. And since we drove an hour and a half to get there, I was like, we gotta buy something too. We can't just grab free comics and leave. And so since my lovely wife got me a bunch of Marauder comics, I treated myself to the variant cover of 7, so now I got 2 of these. And then I also treated myself, and Walker really wanted a Pop Funko BB-8 with like breast cancer awareness, but I was like, well, I don't want to buy too many things. And there was a maskless Spider-Man from No Way Home, or Far From Home. But I saw this and was like, hey, I already need a Wolverine for my planned Pop Funko series I want to make. So, got me a cool Wolverine. Now I just need Spider-Man's Rhino, Shocker if they ever make one of him, Jean and Storm, and Iceman. I think I could go from there. Okay, so that was a pretty nice haul. Then I haven't really looked at these, so let's see what we got going on. Oh yeah, so Punch Up we knew about. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. Dogman in the League of Misfits. That'd be a good one for Walker. He really likes that Captain Underpants. Investigators. That's cute. Mexi Kid. Oh yeah, because the bundle was full of all the kid and teen titles. So expect a lot of those. Oh yeah, Amazing Friends. Oh yeah, The Babysitters. Guide to Comics. Ranger Academy. Got to Kotora? Sure. Mad Boss versus Garbage Pail Kids. Cool. Hey. The best comic ever. Now we know. Sweet Valley Twins. Now this will probably be more of my wife's alley, because I'm sure she liked those books. The Last Comics on Earth. Oh man, from best ever to the last. That's what we call a bookend. Star Wars and the High Republic. Nice. And it would have been May 5th, so the day after May the 4th be with you. So that's nicely timed. Hey, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Hey, the Smurfs. And this was the one I was about to grab when he was like, yeah, just grab one of the preset bags. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. So Smurfs are 65 years old. Pretty cool. Hey, Ninja Turtles. Clark and Lex, Nature's Best Friends. And Fan Club, Batman Squad, the Justice of All. That sounds pretty awesome. Probably want to read that one for sure. Mech Cadets from Kaboom Studios. I wonder if that ever gets confused with Boom Studios. Hey, Star Trek. Day of Blood Prelude. Who makes Star Trek these days? IDW? That makes sense. Oh yeah, Marvel Voices, of course. DC We Are Legends, Spirit World, City Boy, The Virgil. I don't recognize any of these characters, but that's probably right there on the comic. Uncanny Avengers, of course. Dawn of DC, Night Terrors. Cute title. And of course, the big two companies benefit, but it's mostly a great way for independent studios to get their word out. Fright Night from Tom Holland, who I know was on Michael Rosenbaum's show not too long ago. Street Fighter. I wonder if Guile is in this. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Venom, of course. Crime Buster. I had this whole plan to make a collection, but I don't know what I'm doing now. The Girl Taking Over. That looks a little interesting. Animal Castle Volume 2. That is some nice art. Ooh. Maybe this is the year I commit to actually reading all these, but I guess it is the basis of you judge a book by its cover. But The Sacrificers by Rick Remender. What? Uncanny Avengers. Coincidence? Probably. Cursed Library. Archie Horror. Oh man, people love the Archie Horror series. Shadow Man. From Valiant? What is it? Yeah, Valiant Comics. Which I don't know, are they still planning on making those 8 movies? Shaman King's Flowers. Oh. Wasn't expecting it to be in color. That's interesting. RuneScape, which I'm familiar with a little bit. In as much as I know it's a thing that exists. Stan Lee, of course. Careful with these books, man. Oh yeah, so Viz is clearly the manga. Interesting. The Fabulous Fury Freak Brothers. I know last year we didn't get a go, and Seismic Stories. And I kept waiting for Comixology to put them online, but I sort of like how they don't do that digitally because they want you to go to a comic book store. But yeah, a pretty good collection of titles. I think I meant to put them fanned out too, but bed's not that big. And stacking these books, I'm just recognizing that's a Power Rangers symbol. So Ranger Academy is literally Power Ranger Academy. Which, is this the one that has the Amy Jo Johnson story in it? Or is that a different book? Because I know she's doing some type of backup story. I'm also recognizing Girl Taking Over, Lois Lane story. Maybe move that a little up here, but who am I to question a cover design? So not bad. So I grabbed the ones I was somewhat curious by and got to 16 titles. And so, trying to be can I take a cool picture? But I might have to get on a stepladder or minimize this a little. But not a bad haul whatsoever. Alright, so I tried to narrow it down even more. I had a cool way I wanted to show it off, but we gotta have something usable here, right? Well, please comment below if you grabbed anything cool or even participated, and share your story of Free Comic Book Day. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.